We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Denny McLain gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, it's hard to have all four of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Ready now, Bobby Rich, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for the Angels, the second baseman, number 4.
Here's the first pitch to him. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. So guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
The 1-1. Oof, and we are in for some tough conditions tonight. 41 degrees at game time. One and 2, here it comes. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Stepping in now, Doug DeCinces, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up Mike Trout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fouls this one off. And it's fouled away. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3. The Tigers coming up, no score. Irvin Santana gets the starting nod for the Halos. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Stepping into the box, Ty Cobb. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The Tigers, the center fielder, Ty Cobb.
And the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. Popped him up. Downing is under it. 1 out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Charlie Gehringer.
Now at the plate, Charlie Gehringer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way.
Nope, ball one.
Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Two-0 count. The pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. And this is taken in by Anderson. 2 gone now. Into the box now, Hank Greenberg, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Santana gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still 0-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Garrett Anderson.
Garrett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
0-1 for count.
A good rip that time by Garrett, but he comes up empty. 0-2.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Ready now for L.A., Wally Joyner. First delivery to him on the way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Coming to the plate now, Cole Calhoun, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch.
1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 home. Here's a pop-up now. And, oh, this one drops. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Two and 2 the count to Cole Calhoun. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
And this is a dream start of an inning for the guys at the plate and a nightmare for the pitcher and the defense. No outs, runner at first and second, and he just ropes a triple to start what could be a huge inning. Already a rough frame, and there are still no outs.
Into the box now, Tim Salmon, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Calhoun at third with nobody out. Line towards center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, you know, Dero, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs, but if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Now at the plate, Brian Downing. He brings a hit streak that currently sits at 6 games entering play. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
3 runs already home here. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Downing is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in the sport, and it doesn't matter right-handed or left-handed pitching. He's one of the elite threats with a bat in his hands. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Striding in, Eric Ibar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Runner goes for second. On a line, that's a base hit. Throw into third, and he's safe.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Digging in, Bobby Rich. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1.
Man, I really like the way this lineup is making this guy work today. You're going to see the bullpen getting going here soon.
Set to deliver the 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Hit down the third baseline. And it's in time to get him, but they do play to run on the play.
The third baseman, number 3.
At the plate, Doug descends. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he fouls this one off. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. Angels lead it 4-0. So striding forward now, Al Kaline. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Therefore it is Anderson, 1 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the ever dangerous third baseman Miguel Cabrera. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Joyner moving to his left, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Cecil Fielder. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Ready with the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Garrett Anderson. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And it's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line drive to center field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Wally Joyner comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Angels go quietly there, but they're in front 4-0. Stepping up to the plate, Bobby Higginson, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And this pitch is popped straight up right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Into the box, Lance Parrish. First offering on its way. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2-1 to count. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Line drive to left. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and up next the Hall of Fame shortstop Alan Trammell. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out towards shallow right. Salmon is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Stepping in, Ty Cobb. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Santana comes set. Here it is on 0-2. This is popped up. Descends is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Tigers leave one. They trail here 4-0. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 1-for-1 with 2 RBIs as he drove in a pair with a triple in his first trip. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So now to the plate, Tim Salmon. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Brian Downing.
Into the box, Brian Downing. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's a goal. 1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Line drive to center field. Cobb is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Angels held in check there, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Stepping into the box, Charlie Gehringer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Charlie Gehringer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Trout comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Settling in now, Hank Greenberg. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch.
0-1.
Line to the right side, but foul. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
At the plate, Al Kaline. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Santana steps into the windup. Here it is on 1-0.
Two tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
2-1 now. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 4-0. Digging in now, Eric Ibar. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Eric Ibar.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. His second in as many trips to the plate. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Earl Wilson takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 26, Earl Wilson.
Stepping in now, Bobby Rich hit the other way out toward right field. Kaline is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Doug DeCens. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
Outside, 3-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base, almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 3-0 offering. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. From the belt, kicks and deals, and he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. And he misses, 2-1.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And it's fouled away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled away. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Anderson.
Digging in and looking for more, Garrett Anderson. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Popped him up. And he will make the play back there, and an opportunity goes by the boards here as that will end the inning. Angels strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera. They'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And now a pitch on the way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one. but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Cecil Fielder, and he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Next for the Tigers, Bobby Higginson. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. (2-0) to the Tigers left fielder.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that runner in first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
Runners on first with 1 down. Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And here's the 3-2 from him. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, Lance Parrish, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Swing and a high chopper. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. 1 left for Detroit. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in once again, Wally Joyner. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Wally Joyner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Cole Calhoun. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Ball and a strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
One out, nobody on. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Another one sent foul. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Misses, ball 2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Calhoun. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
In now, Tim Salmon, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Fouled off. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Brian Downing, as he rips it on the ground to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Angels strand 1, but they're in front 4-0. So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. Trammell, playing here in his age 29 season. He's been in the big leagues for over 2 decades now. That kind of longevity is extremely rare in just about any sport, and it's great to see.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension. Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
The 1-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Next up for Detroit, Ty Cobb. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. And this is taken in by Anderson. 2 gone now.
Up next to the Tigers.
Riding in once again, Charlie Gehringer. Santana's ready. First pitch on the way. Swing, and he pops him up. In comes the left fielder, but this will land untouched. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's up there.
2 out, nobody on.
Oh.
2-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
This is hit the other way out toward left field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. We are in Motown, but I don't think we'll be seeing any of these people dancing in a soul review tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in to try it again, Eric Ibar. He singled his last time up.
Eric Ibar.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 2-1 on its way. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. This is line to left. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? Third knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
To the plate now, Bobby Rich, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Into the box, Doug descends as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Right side. Reined in. One there, and the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Now that.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Anibal Sanchez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Garrett Anderson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And Anderson able to lay off there. It's back to 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Hank Greenberg.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
A ball and a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Now here it comes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Full count still. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strike out there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So now to the plate, Al Kaline. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hit hard down the line. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now here it comes.
3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he goes with the slider here as that misses in tight. It's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in, Miguel Cabrera. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hot shot down the line. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
1-1. Popped him up. Joyner is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Now back.
Ready for another chance. Cecil Fielder. First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied into straightaway right. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Tigers leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Standing in, Wally Joyner. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Wally Joyner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Nope. 2-0. And the pitch. Too high. And it's 3-0. Pitch on the way. That one's in there. 3-1. Hit hard to short. Trammell brings it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Stepping up now, Cole Calhoun. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
One out, nobody on. And here's a fastball taken too low, and he works the count to 3-1. Tim Salmon is on deck. The 3-1. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here.
The right fielder, number 15. Tim.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Salmon. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ripped down the line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runners on first with one down. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. There's one. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 4 and the Tigers nothing. Digging in, Bobby Higginson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1, no strike.
The 1-0. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Left fielder looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And it appears a change is on its way, as that'll do it for Irvin Santana. 7 solid innings for him in this one, as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed. Francisco Rodriguez is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 57, Francisco Rodriguez. Now batting, the catcher, Lance Parrish.
Stepping in now, Lance Parrish, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Here comes the 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. No outs, nobody on. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help from the bullpen to close this one out.
Into the box now, Alan Trammell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery.
2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Two 2-0, here it is.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 2-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
At the plate, Ty Cobb, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ball 2 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Anderson will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. 9th inning coming up. It's the Angels 4 and the Tigers 1. So stepping in, Brian Downing. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Downing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Now the 2-0 home. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting,
Now at the plate, Eric Ibar. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First pitch on its way. And good movement on the fastball there from Sanchez as he jumps ahead with strike one. And there's ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. One out, nobody on. Now that's popped up. And oh, he can't rein it in. Here now the 2-2. Bobby Rich is on deck. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
The batter, number 4.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Bobby Rich. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And he won't go down and get that one, so he's in front now, 3-0. Doug DeCins would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here it is, the 3-0 is taken, strike one. And the count will be full. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels are gone in order, but they lead it 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now,
so with a save situation forthcoming, they'll turn things over to the veteran closer, Troy Percival. Striding in to start the ninth, Charlie Gehringer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two and 1.
Count 2-1.
The pitch. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Throw to first is in time, and a good start for Percy here. 1 gone. At the plate, Hank Greenberg.
Hank Greenberg.
Now here it comes. And that's in there for strike one.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Comes set with the 0-1. 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Al Kaline, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. The win would go to Irvin Santana if the lead holds. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be a called strike two, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Last breath for the Tigers.
1 ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
2 out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Los Angeles Angels took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Irvin Santana earns his first win of the season. Denny McLain was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Troy Percival records the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining.